Those of you who have been so brave and so patient to wait to the end, I hope I will not disappoint you. You stayed. I hope to deliver something of great value. Thanks to Rajan for talking about innovation in his presentation. I'll try to add something to that, and I'll definitely try to keep it brief. We had 5 takeaways that I planned to cover if I had the full time. I think we can basically touch on these in the short amount of time that we have. It's just a reminder, innovation is absolutely essential to your business if you want to grow. And there are different ways you can innovate in order to differentiate yourself. The source that you need to go to is insight, not ideas. You can innovate for customer experience, and you can innovate in the way you present yourself to the market. So, will these be available on the website later, these presentations? Okay, so you can get the full presentation later. Companies that innovate do well even in recessions. Companies that don't innovate when recessions happen, they go down. So be an innovative company and grow in all seasons. How do people determine which company to buy from? You want to get the account? You want to get the order? You must be different. That's where the money comes from. That's where the value in your business is. And you only become different by doing something new. Otherwise, you're just me too. I do the same thing as the Bala down the street, as the corporation across the city, across the state, across the country. You're just me too. That's not a way to build a business. You only really build, as one of our other speakers said, more than your customers when you are able to do something innovative. Now, what if you are in a business where you can't differentiate, your commodity, your atta is the same as someone else's atta, or your accountancy service is the same as someone's accountancy service. You have generally acceptable accounting principles. You can't innovate the product or the service. What can you do? Obviously, you must innovate in some other area of your business. Most people think that they need to come up with just a new product or some new feature on a product. If you're in software, you're very good at that. Maybe some new packaging. All these are valid innovations, but they will probably not bring you a breakthrough in your growth. So where should you look for a breakthrough opportunity if you're going to be innovative? Okay? Time is not there to explain each one of these, but this is just a small list you can look at. You have 2 perfectly good eyes, I won't read them to you. These are some of the areas of your business where you can also look to create additional value and create breakthrough acceleration of growth for your company. Even going into a product that you haven't done before, that's something that may be a good place to innovate. So where does innovation come from? I talk to a lot of groups of students and entrepreneurs, and I say, what do you need to start a business? Who wants to be a millionaire? Is it an idea, an insight, funding, or an MBA? And they all say, it's an idea. And I said, no, it's not. Somebody else in the last session has made the point. Ideas are cheap. It was the lady from the IAN. Ideas, I like to say, ideas are cheap and plentiful. Profitable ideas, not so much. So what you really need is not an idea, it's insight. These are the types of insights that you need to come up with something innovative. You need to have insights about the technology in the field in which you are working, and what is mostly lacking, because we are a great country of training engineers here in India. We have lots of technically advanced people, but we are very poor in customer insight, and this is where there's great opportunity. And so my advice is, obviously, have technology insights. Sometimes amazing value can be created. But much more, sometimes more important, or certainly you can't do without it, is customer insight. Because if you only have technology insight, you still probably will not have success. You will be liable to make all the wonderful whiz-bang features that nobody wants. And you'll feel so good about your technology because it's so cool, but the market will say, no thanks. So you don't want that. You want something that's cool and that the market thinks is cool. And that's why you need to look at customer insight. Great value can be generated not only through technology, but also through customer insight. Where can you get that kind of insight? This chart was developed by Booz and Company, and it really refers to much larger organizations than SMEs, but we SMEs can learn from it as well. Are you able to listen to customers? Are you able to observe customers? Are you able to get inside the head of customers? Are you able to walk in the moccasins, as the Meridien like to say, of your customers, to understand where their real pain is, where their real joy is, where their pleasure